Hello everyone. This audiobook contains master words with meaning, examples, synonym and antonym. Prattle. Prattle is a verb that means to talk in a foolish, childish, or nonsensical manner, often characterized by excessive chatter about trivial or unimportant matters. Examples. 1. The children prattled on about their day at school, sharing every small detail with enthusiasm. 2. During the long car ride, he prattled to his friend about various topics, not realizing how annoying it was becoming. Synonyms for prattle. 1. Babble 2. Chatter 3. Jabber 4. Ramble 5. Blather. Antonyms for prattle. 1. Speak 2. Communicate 3. Express 4. Converse 5. Discuss. Preamble. A preamble is a noun that refers to an introductory statement or passage that precedes a more substantial document, speech, or text. It often outlines the purpose, context, or objectives of what follows. Examples. 1. The Constitution of the United States begins with a preamble that establishes the principles and intentions of the document. 2. The CEO's speech began with a preamble about the company's history and achievements before diving into the details of their new project. Synonyms for preamble. 1. Introduction 2. Preface 3. Prologue 4. Foreword 5. Exordium. Antonyms for preamble. 1. Conclusion 2. Epilogue 3. Ending 4. Afterword 5. Postscript. Precarious. Precarious is an adjective that describes something that is unstable, uncertain, or insecure. It often refers to situations or conditions that are vulnerable and could easily become dangerous or difficult. Examples. 1. The hiker found himself in a precarious situation as he balanced on the narrow ledge of a cliff. 2. The company's financial position became increasingly precarious as it struggled to meet its debt obligations. Synonyms for precarious. 1. Unstable 2. Unpredictable 3. Unsafe 4. Risky 5. Perilous. Antonyms for precarious. 1. Stable 2. Secure 3. Safe 4. Solid 5. Firm. Precedent. A precedent is a noun that refers to a previous action, decision, or case that serves as an example or guide for future similar situations. It's often used as a reference point for making decisions or forming judgments. Examples. 1. The court's ruling set a precedent for future cases involving freedom of speech in online forums. 2. The company's generous bonus policy created a precedent that other companies in the industry began to adopt. Synonyms for precedent. 1. Example 2. Model 3. Standard 4. Template 5. Guideline. Antonyms for precedent. 1. Departure 2. Variation 3. Exception 4. Aberration 5. Deviation. Precept. A precept is a noun that refers to a rule, principle, or guideline that serves as a basis for behavior, conduct, or action. Precepts are often intended to provide moral, ethical, or practical guidance. Examples. 1. The Golden Rule, treat others as you would like to be treated, is a widely recognized precept in many cultures. 2. The teacher emphasized the importance of following the safety precepts while conducting experiments in the laboratory. Synonyms for precept. 1. Principle. 2. Rule. 3. Guideline. 4. Doctrine. 5. Tenet. Antonyms for precept. 1. Disregard. 2. Violation. 3. Abandonment. 4. Neglect. 5. Transgression. Precinct. A precinct is a noun that refers to a defined and typically localized area, often within a larger region, such as a city or town. It's commonly used to designate a specific district or neighborhood for administrative or electoral purposes. Examples. 1. Citizens of the neighborhood gathered at the local precinct to discuss community concerns and initiatives. 2. During elections, voters are assigned to specific precincts where they can cast their ballots. Synonyms for precinct. 1. District. 2. Zone. 3. Area. 4. Sector. 5. Territory. Antonyms for precinct. 1. Whole. 2. Entirety. 3. Entire. 4. Totality. 5. Extent. Precipice. A precipice is a noun that refers to a steep, vertical, or overhanging rock face or cliff, often at a great height. It can also metaphorically refer to a dangerous situation or a point of no return. Examples. 1. The climbers approached the edge of the precipice cautiously, taking in the breathtaking view of the valley below. 2. Metaphorically, the company's financial decisions brought them to the precipice of bankruptcy, requiring swift action to avoid disaster. Synonyms for precipice. 1. Cliff. 2. Steep. 3. Abyss. 4. Edge. 5. Brink. Antonyms for precipice. 1. Flatland. 2. Plain. 3. Plateau. 4. Valley. 5. Bottom. Precipitate. Precipitate can be used as a verb or an adjective. As a verb, precipitate means to cause something to happen suddenly or unexpectedly, often with potentially negative consequences. It can also refer to the process of a solid substance separating from a solution. As an adjective, precipitate describes something that is done hastily or without careful consideration. Examples. 1. The reckless driving of the teenager precipitated a serious accident on the highway. 2. Adding a certain chemical to the solution will precipitate the formation of solid particles. Synonyms for precipitate, verb, meaning to cause suddenly. 1. Trigger. 2. Provoke. 3. Instigate. 4. Prompt. 5. Bring about. Synonyms for precipitate, adjective, meaning hasty. 1. Hasty. 2. Impulsive. 3. Rash. 4. Impetus. 5. Unplanned. Antonyms for precipitate, verb, meaning to cause suddenly. 1. Prevent. 2. Halt. 3. Delay. 4. Inhibit. 5. Restrain. Antonyms for precipitate, adjective, meaning hasty. 1. Thoughtful. 2. Deliberate. 3. Careful. 4. Considered. 5. Planned. Precipitate. As a verb, precipitate means to cause or bring about a sudden event or situation, often with unintended or undesirable consequences. It can also refer to the process of a solid substance coming out of a liquid solution. As a noun, precipitate refers to the solid substance that forms from a liquid solution during a chemical reaction. Examples: 1. The sudden announcement of layoffs precipitated a wave of panic among the employees. 2. Mixing the two chemicals will precipitate a reaction that results in the formation of a solid. Synonyms for precipitate: verb, meaning to cause suddenly. 1. Trigger. 2. Provoke. 3. Instigate. 4. Initiate. 5. Induce. Antonyms for precipitate: verb, meaning to cause suddenly. 1. Prevent. 2. Halt. 3. Inhibit. 4. Restrain. 5. Deter. Please note that precipitate can also be an adjective, meaning done with excessive haste or impulsiveness. Synonyms for precipitate: adjective, meaning hasty. 1. Hasty. 2. Impulsive. 3. Rash. 4. Impetus. 5. Unplanned. Antonyms for precipitate: adjective, meaning hasty. 1. Deliberate. 2. Thoughtful. 3. Careful. 4. Considered. 5. Planned. Precipitous. Precipitous is an adjective that describes something as being extremely steep, often referring to a steep slope or incline. It can also metaphorically refer to a rapid and abrupt change or action. Examples: 1. The hikers were cautious as they navigated the precipitous trail along the cliff's edge. 2. The company's stock experienced a precipitous drop after the negative earnings report was released. Synonyms for precipitous: 1. Steep. 2. Sheer. 3. Abrupt. 4. Sudden. 5. Sharp. Antonyms for precipitous: 1. Gradual. 2. Gentle. 3. Graduated. 4. Slow. 5. Moderate. Précis. A précis is a noun that refers to a concise and summary representation of a text, speech, or written work. It condenses the main points and essential elements while maintaining the original meaning. Examples: 1. The student provided a well-written précis of the lengthy research paper, capturing its key arguments and findings in just a few paragraphs. 2. The editor asked for a précis of the novel's plot to include in the book review. Synonyms for précis: 1. Summary. 2. Synopsis. 3. Abstract. 4. Digest. 5. Outline. Antonyms for précis: 1. Elaboration. 2. Expansion. 3. Full text. 4. Complete version. 5. Unabridged. Precise. Precise is an adjective that describes something that is exact, accurate, and free from ambiguity or vagueness. It refers to information, measurements, or descriptions that are clearly defined and specific. Examples: 1. The architect provided precise measurements for the construction project, ensuring that every detail would be accurately executed. 2. Her precise instructions guided the team in assembling the intricate machinery without any errors. Synonyms for precise: 1. Exact. 2. Accurate. 3. Specific. 4. Clear-cut. 5. Unambiguous. Antonyms for precise: 1. Inaccurate. 2. Vague. 3. Ambiguous. 4. Approximate. 5. Imprecise. Preclude. Preclude is a verb that means to prevent or make something impossible, typically by taking actions in advance or by creating conditions that make it unlikely to happen. Examples: 1. The heavy rain precluded the possibility of having an outdoor picnic. 2. The strict security measures in place precluded unauthorized access to the sensitive information. Synonyms for preclude: 1. Prevent. 2. Prohibit. 3. Block. 4. Hinder. 5. Bar. Antonyms for preclude: 1. Allow. 2. Permit. 3. Facilitate. 4. Enable. 5. Encourage. Precocious. Precocious is an adjective that describes a person, especially a child, who demonstrates abilities, talents, or maturity beyond their age. It refers to early development or advanced skills compared to what is considered typical for their age group. Examples: 1. The precocious young pianist amazed the audience with her flawless performance of a complex classical piece. 2. His precocious understanding of advanced mathematics concepts led him to skip several grades in school. Synonyms for precocious: 1. Advanced. 2. Gifted. 3. Talented. 4. Early blooming. 5. Prodigy. Antonyms for precocious: 1. Immature. 2. Ordinary. 3. Average. 4. Normal. 5. Inexperienced. Precursor. A precursor is a noun that refers to something that comes before and serves as an early indication or warning of what is to follow. It's often used to describe something that foreshadows or leads to a more significant event or development. Examples: 1. The increased seismic activity in the region was seen as a precursor to a potential volcanic eruption. 2. The success of their first album was a precursor to their later fame and popularity in the music industry. Synonyms for precursor: 1. Forerunner. 2. Harbinger. 3. Antecedent. 4. Herald. 5. Sign. Antonyms for precursor: 1. Follower. 2. Result. 3. Outcome. 4. Consequence. 5. Successor. Predator. A predator is a noun that refers to an animal or organism that hunts, kills, and feeds on other organisms as a means of obtaining food. In a broader context, predator can also refer to a person, group, or entity that preys on others for personal gain or advantage. Examples: 1. Lions are known as apex predators in the African savanna, as they hunt and feed on other animals. 2. Online scams and fraudulent schemes are operated by cyber predators who target unsuspecting individuals for financial gain. Synonyms for predator: 1. Hunter. 2. Carnivore. 3. Killer. 4. Flesh-eater. 5. Attacker. Antonyms for predator: 1. Prey. 2. Herbivore. 3. Grazer. 4. Victim. 5. Target. Predecessor. A predecessor is a noun that refers to someone or something that comes before another in time, position, or rank. It can be a person who held a particular role or position before the current holder, or it can refer to an earlier version or model of something. Examples: 1. The new CEO built upon the strategies implemented by his predecessor to lead the company to even greater success. 2. The smartphone's latest model has several improvements over its predecessor, including a faster processor and a better camera. Synonyms for predecessor: 1. Forerunner. 2. Antecedent 3. Ancestor 4. Prior 5. Prototype. Antonyms for predecessor. 1. Successor 2. Follower 3. Descendant 4. Heir 5. Subsequent. Predetermine. Predetermine is a verb that means to decide or establish something in advance, often before the actual event or situation occurs. It refers to making a decision or setting a course of action before knowing all the details. Examples. 1. The outcome of the competition was seemingly predetermined, as the favored team had a significant advantage. 2. The committee had already predetermined the criteria for selecting the scholarship recipients. Synonyms for predetermine. 1. Decide 2. Set 3. Determine 4. Preordain 5. Specify. Antonyms for predetermine. 1. Undecided 2. Indeterminate 3. Uncertain 4. Flexible 5. Open-ended. Predicament. A predicament is a noun that refers to a difficult, challenging, or perplexing situation where one feels trapped or unable to find a satisfactory solution. It often involves a dilemma or a challenging circumstance. Examples. 1. Jane found herself in a predicament when she realized she had left her wallet at home and couldn't pay for the taxi. 2. The company's financial predicament forced them to make tough decisions about layoffs and budget cuts. Synonyms for predicament. 1. Dilemma 2. Quandary 3. Tight spot 4. Conundrum 5. Crisis. Antonyms for predicament. 1. Solution 2. Resolution 3. Comfort 4. Ease 5. Advantage. Predilection. Predilection is a noun that refers to a preference or strong liking for something, often an activity, object, or idea. It indicates a tendency to favor one thing over others. Examples. 1. She had a predilection for classical music, often attending orchestral concerts and opera performances. 2. His predilection for spicy food led him to choose the hottest dish on the menu. Synonyms for predilection. 1. Preference 2. Inclination 3. Bias 4. Fondness 5. Affinity. Antonyms for predilection. 1. Aversion 2. Dislike 3. Indifference 4. Detestation 5. Disinclination. Predispose. Predispose is a verb that means to make someone more likely to experience or develop a certain condition, attitude, or tendency due to existing factors or influences. It indicates a susceptibility or inclination towards a particular outcome. Examples. 1. His family history of heart disease predisposed him to take extra precautions for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. 2. The challenging childhood experiences may have predisposed her to develop anxiety in adulthood. Synonyms for predispose. 1. Incline 2. Tend 3. Lean 4. Influence. 5. Orient. Antonyms for predispose. 1. Protect 2. Shield 3. Guard 4. Insulate 5. Immunize. Preeminent. Preeminent is an adjective that describes something or someone that is superior or surpasses others in quality, importance, or distinction. It signifies a high level of excellence or prominence. Examples. 1. The preeminent scientist in the field of quantum physics was awarded the Nobel Prize for his groundbreaking research. 2. The city's preeminent art gallery showcases the finest works of both established and emerging artists from around the world. Synonyms: 1. Supreme. 2. Outstanding. 3. Paramount. 4. Dominant. 5. Foremost. Antonyms: 1. Insignificant. 2. Inferior. 3. Mediocre. 4. Subordinate. 5. Unremarkable. Preempt. Preempt is a verb that means to take action in order to prevent something from happening, often by acting before others can do so. It involves anticipating a situation and acting proactively to avoid potential issues. Examples: 1. The company decided to preempt the competitor's product launch by releasing their own improved version a week earlier. 2. In an effort to preempt potential conflicts, the manager scheduled a team meeting to address any concerns before they escalated. Synonyms: 1. Anticipate. 2. Forestall. 3. Prevent. 4. Head off. 5. Beat someone to the punch. Antonyms: 1. React. 2. Respond. 3. Follow. 4. Trail. 5. Lag. Preen. Preen is a verb that has a couple of related meanings. It can refer to a bird grooming and cleaning its feathers using its beak, and it can also describe a person's act of prideful or self-satisfying behavior, often related to appearance or accomplishments. Examples: 1. The peacock spent a considerable amount of time preening its vibrant feathers, making sure each one was perfectly aligned. 2. After receiving praise for her presentation, Sarah couldn't help but preen and bask in the attention from her colleagues. Synonyms: 1. Groom. 2. Prim. 3. Adorn. 4. Flaunt. 5. Swagger. Antonyms: 1. Neglect. 2. Dishevel. 3. Ignore. 4. Shy away. 5. Conceal. Prehensile. Prehensile is an adjective used to describe something that is capable of grasping or holding on to objects, usually referring to a part of an organism, like a tail, a tentacle, or a hand. It implies adaptability and manipulation of objects. Examples: 1. The monkey's prehensile tail allowed it to swing effortlessly from tree to tree. 2. The octopus displayed its remarkable prehensile tentacles, which it used to capture and manipulate its prey. Synonyms: 1. Grasping. 2. Dexterous. 3. Agile. 4. Nimble. 5. Skilled. Antonyms: 1. Inept. 2. Clumsy. 3. Non-adaptive. 4. Stiff. 5. Awkward. Prelate. A prelate is a high-ranking member of the clergy, often associated with the leadership of a religious organization or institution. This term is commonly used in reference to bishops and other ecclesiastical figures with authority and administrative responsibilities within a religious hierarchy. Examples: 1. The papal nuncio, a prominent prelate, arrived to represent the Vatican at the international conference. 2. The prelate delivered a sermon that inspired the congregation and emphasized the importance of compassion. Synonyms: 1. Bishop. 2. Church leader. 3. Ecclesiastic. 4. Clergyman. 5. Hierarch. Antonyms: 1. Layperson. 2. Non-clerical. 3. Laik. 4. Secular. 5. Commoner. Prelude. A prelude is a noun that refers to an introductory event, action, or piece of music that precedes and sets the stage for something more significant. It's often used to build anticipation or introduce a particular theme or atmosphere. Examples. 1. The short prelude to the movie effectively established the airy mood that would prevail throughout the entire film. 2. The opening speech served as a prelude to the main event, providing context and excitement for the upcoming presentations. Synonyms. 1. Introduction 2. Prologue 3. Overture 4. Opening 5. Forward. Antonyms. 1. Conclusion 2. Epilogue 3. Postscript 4. Ending. 5. Sequel. Premeditate. Premeditate is a verb that means to plan, think about, or consider in advance, especially with the intention of committing a specific action, often something negative or harmful. Examples. 1. The prosecutor argued that the defendant had premeditated the crime, providing evidence of detailed planning before the incident occurred. 2. The detective believed the suspect's actions were premeditated, as they had researched the victim's schedule and movements prior to the robbery. Synonyms. 1. Plan 2. Plot 3. Scheme 4. Devise 5. Calculate. Antonyms. 1. Impulse 2. Spontaneous 3. Improvise 4. Unplanned 5. Accidental. Premise. A premise is a noun that refers to a proposition or statement that forms the basis for a logical argument or a line of reasoning. It can also refer to a building or property and its surroundings. Examples. 1. The success of the project was based on the premise that teamwork and collaboration would lead to better results. 2. The article's central premise was that technological advancements have changed the way people communicate. Synonyms. 1. Assumption 2. Hypothesis 3. Proposition 4. Thesis 5. Supposition. Antonyms. 1. Conclusion 2. Result 3. Outcome 4. Effect 5. Reality. Premonition. A premonition is a noun that refers to a strong feeling or sense that something is about to happen, often of a negative or foreboding nature. It's like an intuitive anticipation or warning about a future event. Examples. 1. She had a premonition of danger just before the car accident, which led her to take a different route. 2. Despite not having any concrete evidence, his persistent premonition of impending disaster prompted him to delay the trip. Synonyms. 1. Foreboding 2. Intuition 3. Presentiment 4. Hunch 5. Suspicion. Antonyms. 1. Assurance 2. Certainty 3. Confidence 4. Reassurance 5. Security. Preposterous. Preposterous is an adjective used to describe something that is utterly absurd, ridiculous, or contrary to reason and common sense. Examples. 1. The idea that pigs can fly is simply preposterous and not grounded in reality. 2. His explanation for the disappearance of the missing keys was so preposterous that nobody believed him. Synonyms. 1. Absurd 2. Ludicrous 3. Ridiculous 4. Nonsensical 5. Outlandish. Antonyms. 1. Sensible 2. reasonable 3, logical 4, rational 5, plausible